we also cut ourselves beyond belief on a lot of them, man.
Had scars
Yeah,
on my hands.
yeah, believe me.
Paul gave me this one on my thumb on stage. I got that one on film.
Yeah, right. And he
machete.
hit me so hard with a stick on this finger, he flattened it, and it was blue. Okay, man, I looked at it, man. It looked like a platypus bill, man. It was like going on its own. Man, I screamed like a woman, man. It was ridiculous. He fucked me up good in that thing, man. So we took turns beating the shit out of each other, but. In the 70s, martial arts was real. It was real, and all you guys out there, the older martial artists, the 70s, I always tell people that it wasn't just a decade, it was a feeling. Because with all the music, everybody, the movies, everything came out. Martial arts came out, man. Bruce Lee was huge. And I started out in Tang Sudo with an instructor who was a real bastard. Okay, this guy was an asshole, I swear, but he was one of the most dangerous men I have ever met, and I was lucky enough to train under him. Totally no nonsense. 2 times Golden Gloves champion and grand champion every tournament the guy entered.
That 70s, 80s generation of Tang Soo Do instructors, they were mean, hard bastards.
They trained us like soldiers, literal soldiers. Me personally, this guy, asshole as he was, sure knew how to train. He took us we did a lot of environmental training. We would go to the beach and we'd run in the sand, we'd run in the water, hip high, knee high, kick palm trees with our soles of our feet, with our shins. That wasn't fun. Then we would go to the mountains when it was snowing, and we would work out in the snow in bare feet. Okay, and I mean, like, man, and he'd look at us, all right, who's gonna be first? Okay, and he's already in his bare feet, all gnarled toes and everything from kicking the shit out of everybody else. But man, we did it. Okay, and
these weren't all adults either. These were students in their young teens.
I was 14.
Yeah. And I have distinct memories of being dropped to the floor intentionally by my instructors many, many times when I was 10 or 11 years old. If they thought you were slacking off, they would kick the shit out of you. I can remember you telling me a story, and I'm gonna let you tell the story. But about a time when Grandmaster Wang Ki saw you guys hanging out in an alley.
Oh damn, man! Why did you remember that? Oh,
and how your instructor reacted.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna sit back and let you roll with that
man.
one.
Kids, don't do this at home. None of you do this at home, man. Don't make the mistake we did. You gotta understand something too, man. Respect was everything in the 70s. It was real, not like now when the kids of today, man. They pass old people. They look at old people with disdain. It's ridiculous. But anyway, Grandmaster Wang Ki, man. I mean, oh my God, this man was one of the men who brought Tang Soo Do to the United States. He was with another master named Lee, and we did a seminar, okay? And I think we were in Lakewood, California, and it was a rocking seminar, man. And I mean, these guys are iron hard, rock hard, side splits, front splits. You didn't mess with these guys; they're dangerous. But the thing about it is, right after, okay, 2 of my best friends, right after everyone left, we went into the alley. And we're just hanging out like thugs, actually. I was sitting on the dumpster, And my friend was over here, just kind of standing around, and here comes Master Key and Master Lee just walking just side by side, and we just looked at them, and they just passed us right by without even looking at us, and we didn't think anything of it, nothing. Okay, it's just like, oh wow, okay, like there they are, and we didn't say or do anything. Big mistake, huge mistake. I have nightmares because of that mistake. That next day, when we went to class, we normal routine, went on the floor stretching, just get ready, this and that. My instructor kicked the door in. Everybody on your feet, pair up. And okay, we paired up in ranks, and the thing is, when you sparred, we usually, it was two pair. He would say change or rotate. Okay, change, boom, change, boom. Now he would get into the rotation. Okay, so you say, oh hell, man, he's down there. That asshole's like, I know I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Okay, he picked me and my two friends. All right, he was way over here. I was over here. Rotate, did it. Rotate, did it. Rotate. He got to me. Man, I think I still have the dent in my head. He kicked the fucking shit out of me. He beat and kicked me until I spoke a different language, man. I swear, I really got my ass beat hard. Knocked down, picked me up, kicked me down again, kicked me while I was down, punched me when I was down. Okay, then he started to go to work on me. And then we got up, and then rotate, and then my other buddies got it. Okay, I didn't dare look because, he would have come back to me again. But anyway, all of that was because Master Key, they were very insulted, very offended, and that we did not snap to attention and bow. That was the proper thing to do. We should have known that, especially when we have to do that to our instructor at the beginning of each class. Bow to him, bow to the Korean flag, bow to the American flag, okay, and to each other. I mean, did everything to kiss each other. The problem was that when this man raised champions, okay, and he chased them all away. When when we're in ranks on the floor, you stood at a certain point, the highest rank, okay, and then the lower ranks, behind you. And I got my black belt, and the last thing he told me, he said, Mr. Slush, I hope you're gonna hang around long enough to wear that. And I looked at him like, I can't fucking wait to get away from your ass, you Simon Legree ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
But this time, I'll conquer you, or I'll kill you, one or the other. I'll count every drop of blood there is in your body, and I'll take them one by one.
Now, the thing is, though, man, I forgot. I took time off is what I did, and then I came back maybe, I don't know, man, 2 months, 3 months later, and finally reached that one, that my position on the floor. I got there early because I did forget one part of, Black Belt Form 3 or something like that, and I went in there. This is where I hate some traditionalists, man, that are so Nazi about this bullshit, which is why I cut all that shit out when I started teaching, man, and just raised soldiers, okay? Number one, I asked this bastard, I didn't know him, all right? He was a red belt, and I asked him, he knew the same form, okay? He knew a part of it. And I asked him, and I said, well, man, can you show me this, all right? And so he did. That rat fuck motherfucker ran while I was out there, doing my shit. I was like, man, I'm gonna fuck this shit up today. He went into the office and told on me.
Fucking
okay,
snitch.
That snitch ass bastard, man. And so anyway, my instructor, man. Okay, the class we started class. Everybody was there. And he looked at me, and I was standing there at attention. He dressed me down, man, in front of them. It was the most humiliating goddamn thing. And, just like, yeah, well, I expect my, chodans to know that, every form, like, all right, fuck, man, all right, like, damn. Pull your fangs in, asshole, okay? So anyway, man, that really hurt. This this simple thing we figured out for ourselves, because Scott and I were striving. We were constantly raising the bar, our own bars, and it involved a little more injuries than we care to kind of admit. Okay, because we were trying not to get crazy. One thing we did understand was, if we're going to do this successfully, okay, we're going to have to maintain an element of control. Now, the thing is, that didn't always work. And so when we really hurt each other, okay, we didn't mean to, man. I mean, I love this guy, okay? I tried to kill him. But, it's like, no, what we would do was, especially like, one time we had a guest, Sifu. We love this guy. Can I say his name? Yeah, okay, Sifu Tomas. I love you, Sifu Tomas. This guy was a brawler, man. I mean, but one of the best fighters that we just really won our respect. We wanted to do well in front of him, and Scott and I squared off, and we'd wear street hockey gear.
Yeah.
It's light, we
didn't have the stick sparring gear you see now.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have any money, man.
Yeah, well, okay. Shit. When we started stick sparring, we'd never even seen the stuff that.
Yeah, I know. We didn't know.
We it was, we pieced together armor to spar, and we used.
I think I found street hockey gear looking for something else in a sporting goods store, okay? And so, the chest protector and all that, it was perfect size. We were trying to get, I digress, we were trying to get professional hockey goalie helmets, okay? I didn't know the weight of them or whatever. They're like $600 or $700, okay?
Yeah,
so, no.
We ended up with lacrosse helmets.
Right, so anyway.
That's why I can barely hear out of my left ear.
Well, no, okay, well, let me make him feel real good with this one. So anyway, we squared off, and our Sifu and Sifu, the hell was that?
It's the trolley.
Oh, well, anyway. Sifu Tomas and our Sifu were watching us very quietly, and we were going around the room, man, and just beating the shit out of each other, and, trying to do well in front of him. So what had happened was we locked, okay, and I think it's our gear locked, or like something hooked like shit.
Probably the Velcro.
I don't know, man. It was like the buckle. The thing is the buckle to the chest pad or something like that. So I was really close to Scott. Sifu Tomas broke up the action, okay, because we were hot and heavy, okay, like that with our sticks in our hands. And man, okay, I was looking down at what Sifu Tomas was trying to do. I looked up, man. Scott, all I saw was a mask with eyes, okay, man, and dude, I don't know, man, like in Lord of the Rings, man, that thing that rode that big dragon, that thing that wore the hood, man. Oh, it's just like, dude, I swear to God, I saw Scott's eyes. It looked like, how you're not supposed to stare at a baboon because they'll attack. I looked dead at that goddamn mother. I said, oh shit! Kabam! Knocked the shit out of me, man. I mean, it was like he was possessed. He tried to kill me, man. I looked at it, dude. It was like in the cartoons, man, with Daffy Duck and shit. When Elmer Fudd shoots his bill and it goes, ee! My helmet did that, man, and ended up all like that. I fucking swear, dude, I looked at Scott, you motherfucker. I said, dude, do you feel fucking better now, man? Fuck.
So Paul was the person who introduced me to the Filipino martial arts, and that was 1993.
Yeah.
Filipino martial arts didn't really come into the public consciousness in the martial arts world until a few years later, probably 96, 97, 98. Maybe as early as 95, you kind of started seeing it creep into magazine articles and things like that. I had never heard of it before, and I remember being able to track down one magazine article about Filipino martial arts, but it was relatively unknown in that era, at least to me. We had this sort of macho thing.
Oh shit, man! No, but we were real about it.
Like we wouldn't use training. Well, back then they didn't even have training blades as we know them now. At least we were never exposed to them. Like they had wooden swords, or you used machetes, and you would put tape over the blade to train with the machete.
Right.
And we were fuck that.
Right. Fuck that.
We're not gonna be pussies. So we would go on stage with. They weren't super sharp machetes, but they were factory sharp.
We went to the gardening store and got machetes, the real ones. I mean, they fit good in your hand too.
And we would go on stage and do double machete demos with live blades, and that, you know, when you see people training with live blades, that's, you know, it's people kind of gasp. Like we would hold up knives and cut paper before we would do demonstrations with them. I mean, and I'm not recommending this. This was stupid.
No, bullshit, man. No, fuck that. No, because our timing was what kept us safe in our demos, because it would take us a month to train for a demo that lasts 90 seconds. 1 month. You just drive us goddamn crazy. It would take us off of our training regime. Okay, but we would blast that thing, man. Blast that thing 5-6 days a week. Blast it for those few seconds. And the thing about it is, we had our timing down, and we know each other. Like, man, I know how he's gonna move, especially when he does Sinawali, man. Scott, okay, we had a lot of demos where he would start out with Sinawali, and he's faster than I am. Okay, so the thing is, he started welding these things, man. It looked like a helicopter blade, and I'd be there like just waiting for my cues, you know, like, oh, damn, I'm gonna come in there, but I'd have to stop. I'd be going like, because all I hear is like, you know, and I have to wait for his rotor blades to slow down so I can move in and try to kill him. We do demos, man. We lay out a table with all kinds of weapons on. I mean, you know, it's a maniac's dream, man. Just, you know, because we do all sorts of demos, and basically, like one in the ring, we did one in particular.
Yeah,
one of our best. Oh my god, dude. Okay, the boxers were watching us. Okay, and we walked in talking shit. I walked in, man, I'm gonna kill this guy. Okay, right in front of you. All right, all right. So anyway, man, it involved like, damn, Scott had a major role, man. First, okay, coming after me. And I basically, you know, and then the transition, because I know Scott wrote about that, like, it was true, man. We couldn't drop any weapons, and I had to dive out of the ring to go get another weapon while he was setting up, okay? But like, he was receiving his weapons, I had to dive out of the ring. And man, I looked at this, I did not intend this to happen. The people watching me laughed, okay, because I was deciding what to kill him with. I was picking like broadsword, no, knife, no, there's no guns, shit. Okay, so I just grabbed a knife, and then those beauty queens. There's the beauty queens, the ring girls. Okay, the ring girls were sitting there, and they were guarded by this big ass bouncer. And I fucking, man, I was in, I get in such a frenzy during these things, man. I grabbed that fucking knife. I looked at that guy, and he just went, okay, like, shit. All right, and dove right past him. Okay, man, I'm just gonna tell him this, man. I'm gonna tell him this about tournaments. Okay, when Scott and I do demos, I have Scott is the sanest person I know. He's the clearest thinking
fucking
person.
Statement.
Okay, no, fuck that, man. Without this guy, when we do a demo, it's so hot and heavy for 90 seconds. I'm known for this. I get really just disoriented,
there
man.
There were quite a few demos where
you shit. Okay, our whole plan, because we planned it to a T. Okay, look, man. All right. We're gonna start. Okay, now we're gonna exit. Okay, on the west side. Okay, man. You think we're in the war room with Obama, man? Okay, like, okay, dude. All right, now we're gonna go. So anyway, all right. Okay, so anyway, man, we get into it. Goddamn motherfuckers. Okay, we just tear each other up, man, and go through it. Everybody's going wild. Soon as it's over, Scott exits perfectly, goes over there. I'm where the dude's goddamn selling hot dogs and shit. Oh, okay, I'm like where the cars are parked, you know, over there. I'm like, where the fuck am I, man?
We were training with our instructor 2 to 3 times a week. We were teaching your classes, which we'll get into in a bit.
Oh my God.
3 to 4 times a week, depending on the era it was.
Right.
And we were training every Sunday together on our own down at Lake Murray.
Oh shit! Wait, what was the time for training, man? Yeah. We would do uneven terrain, environmental training. Okay, like, dude, get like anything we had, picnic tables, boulders, rocks, whatever. Okay, anything that's jiggly or something, we would do. Let me see. Oh yeah, we'd roll. Okay, like all you stick guys out there. Okay, with the rolling. Okay, getting the timing down. We keep the pattern going while we're stepping up and down on everything, you know, but you're always striking no matter how out of position you are.
And sparring on heavy bags. Our instructor would lay out heavy bags horizontally in front of each other. And we would pair up, we'd do drills, chi-sao, and we would also do stick sparring on these pads that are constantly rolling underneath you.
Right. Sifu just designed us for speed. And whether it be with a stick, a knife, or bare hands in our feet. Because Scott and I walked in there, man, Sifu would always tell us, yeah, you guys came in here with tang sudo legs, and I gave you kung fu hands, and he did. Okay, and the thing is, he also was a master at arnis de mano. So
one of the best people I've ever seen in person or on the internet with a stick, and as far as kung fu goes, I can remember the first time I sparred him empty hand. I squared off with him, and I saw him twitch, and my head snapped back. And I squared off with him again, and he twitched again, and my head snapped back. And the second time, I remember thinking, okay, he's hitting me with the back fist. So he twitched, and I threw my hand up, and I blocked it, and he knocked me back about 6 feet with a side kick. That first session, I didn't lay a single glove on him. It was ridiculous. And Paul always teases me because when we were I was stick sparring with him once, and I guess just to put me in his place, he decided that he wasn't going to hit my front knee, which is generally what you target when you're stick fighting.
I remember this.
He bypassed my front knee and hit me with a stick in my back knee. I think all the times I sparred him, I probably only ever landed one headshot on him, and I remember thinking he's either going to come in high or low. And he twitched, because that's all I ever saw when he came at me. And it was a 50-degree shot, and I just threw a punch down, and I kind of glanced off his forehead. And Paul, I don't remember what he did exactly. I remember it registered with Paul, because you're so impressed I hit Sifu in the head. But I didn't even pull my hand back until he hit me at least 4 or 5 times in the head. I mean,
Scott totally committed, and he scored.
Yeah.
He got in, man, but that was a big mistake.
And Sifu always told us you learn more from getting hit than hitting. And I learned
and we should be geniuses with that rationale.
That day, I learned an important lesson in martial arts, though, and that really extends to any kind of combat art. Is when you get hit, your reaction has to be to hit back right away.
Right.
You can't go on the defensive.
Right.
And that's what he did. And it took me a while to piece that together. He got clipped, and his immediate reaction was just popped up. 4-punch combination, knocked me back, and it was all with control. He didn't knock me out. I mean, he could have, if he wanted to, have knocked me out cleanly. But yeah, I always took that lesson with me that when you get hit, your immediate reaction has to be to hit right away.
Man, I think that Scott and I beat the shit out of each other as hard as we did because we're both pissed because we got our asses kicked. Okay, by him, we just took it out on each other, man. Okay, but that's true. That's true.
It was such a pleasure to train under him for so long.
Yeah, man, and he was such a good-natured person, man. Never cursed.
Nice guy
you want to meet, but most dangerous son of a bitch. This man would literally get in like a horse stance or a side stance and favor his back leg and just stand there, and he just wait for you
like a snake.
But man, motionless. Right. And then the thing is, come on, man, you're gonna have to light this fuse. So you make, you just fuck it, okay? You go in, crack, okay, just pop, okay, like real quick, and he'd always hit my eyes. I don't know, because I got big eyes, man, okay, so they're big targets, okay? So he just crack, man, just get you really fast. All I would see is a big white flash, okay? So, man, the little cartoons where you see the spinning star, man, it's true. Okay, but the thing is, he would be in that stance, he'd crack you, but then he'd go and settle back into that stance.
6 feet from you.
Right, so the second you moved, you got pow, and then by the time your vision cleared, he's right back where he started. He was like, oh my God, man. Scott, hand me the pistol, please.
It's like we were running crazy, unheard of numbers, especially in that era. We were doing 3 to 4 classes a night. Every class was 40 students usually.
I offered a good bang for your buck, and the thing is, what I brought to the table, I knew who was around me. My experience. I know what these guys aren't doing. We didn't charge much, okay, because we're an after-school program, but we did. Scott helped me turn it into basically a full-scale, full-on combat training school. That's what we did, okay?
It really exploded.
Oh, my God.
It took a couple of years to really figure out the formula.
It did.
We
had to make mistakes.
Yeah, we left the parents in the back of the room for a couple of years till we realized that just wasn't going to work. And
all you guys teaching out there, kick your parents the fuck out of class. Only keep the ones that will assist you with everyone. Because I was always told, man, like when we were learning, taking our lumps, it's like basically one parent stuck up for me and said, hey man, this is school, okay? And you guys don't follow your kids around school, okay, with a camera looking like this. I saw one school, I went in there and this dad was actually going around, with the kid, with the camera, with the kid. I said, man, what the hell is this? All right, so I just got fed up with that shit, booted them out. They didn't like that.
Yeah, it was
too bad.
It ended up being the best thing we ever did.
Absolutely. It let us go for years.
We would let them stay in the room if they would work out. You
right.
can stay, but you got to work out. You got to hang out in the back of the room,
right.
do the same drills, and that ended up evolving into actual adult classes.
Right. Yeah, we're totally cool about it because the thing is, I offered them free women's self-defense. Just if they wanted weapons, any dads, moms, whatever, man, we gave them the world. Okay, so it really worked out. No one else was doing it.
And this was something that nowadays this is no big deal at all. Like people don't bat an eyelash. And for those of you who took up martial arts in the post 9/11 world, you probably weren't exposed to this, but we realized early on, like trying to teach groups that size forms just wasn't going to work.
No.
And Paul made the decision. He just said, I'm not teaching them forms, fuck it. And I can remember coming up in a traditional background being like, what? You can't do that. It was unheard of to do this.
Yeah. I told him, watch me. I didn't give a shit, man. So basically, I'd start each beginning class by asking, and the parents are all in the room at that point because I have to sell this. And I told them, I asked, knowing the reaction, I asked the class, how many of you guys are bothered by bullies? You would be shocked. 2/3 of the class every goddamn time. And what I would really go for is the crowd reaction. All you'd hear is a collective gasp, like, whoa, like damn. And then I'd wait for that. I'd basically look at them. And now, this is no bullshit, you guys, because I don't snow people. I promise people. And I looked at them and I said, I'm going to take care of that problem for you. All right. And, then now they're looking at you like, yeah, okay. I said, yeah, okay. So basically I said, but you have to do exactly what I tell you to do, how many times I tell you to do it, when I tell you to do it. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And for those that did, man, I swear, okay, the funniest part, Scott knows this, man. They would come up and the parents would come up. Thank you, Susan Paul. He would tell us about their kids' bully problem that disappeared. Yeah, like little Johnny did just what you said. He kicked that guy right in the balls. Okay, I said, yeah, good. I told you, okay.
Once we had the formula down and really had a curriculum that was teachable and figured to get the parents out of the classes just fucking exploded. And like guys who had been in business, guys who had had schools since the 70s and 80s were going out of business. I mean, putting Paul next to one of these guys was a death sentence. It was ridiculous.
And you know what? I didn't know that. Yeah. Scott had to tell me that.
The other thing too was in Tang Soo Do, in that era, it was unheard of to wear black gi.
It was, man.
And Paul was the Tang Soo Do instructor teaching a black gi, which pissed off all the Tang Soo Do people.
I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, nah, you love that shit.
Yeah, hey man, no, we were rebels.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we loved that shit.
And eventually, we got to the point where we really did just stop caring about it and just like fuck what everyone else says and doing our thing and just like proving people wrong, proving that you didn't have to train.
Like, man, I swear to God, man, it's like, parents would do some really rude shit because they're jealous that you have control over their kid where they failed. That was their fucking problem. All right, a lot of the time that was it, and it was a hard motherfucking fact, man, for them to face. Okay, and you guys who are teaching these kids, man, know that. Okay, because that's what they're thinking. How is he able to control my kid and I can't do it? Okay, well, rather than I'm giving you this beautiful child you brought to me. Okay, I'm disciplining him for you so you can grow, up with him. And raise them properly. And I would always throw in the parents' face whenever, and man, Scott knows this. Well, Well, and it was usually a mom. Well, you're their role model. So, I said, excuse me, ma'am. You are the parent. You're their role model. I'm their karate teacher. I don't want to raise your kid. I just want to teach them karate. Shuts them the fuck up, man, because they don't want to take any. We had phenomenal attention exercises. I would love one we called Alien. Okay, it works best with little kids. All you guys out there with the little kids, okay, they're the funnest to teach, man. Like we would always be in like a day room or something that has a microphone, and I tell them, I said, all right, you guys, hey, see this? Yeah, yeah, all right. This is an alien. He came down from Mars, okay? He says he's better than you. And then, now little kids like to be challenged, man. So they're like, oh yeah, all right. I said, all right, I'm gonna put it right here. Now obviously it's an inanimate object, it's not gonna move. I said, now look, he said he could stand still longer than you. Is that true? No. Okay, let's prove it. Come to attention. Whoa. Man, they would not move. Okay, and the thing is how to get little kids to hinge on your every word, man. This works over time. It's not gonna work for everybody, man. Because number one, I do it. Okay, I invented this. All right, but I would have them so deep in concentration. Okay, I'd wander around the back of the group, and they're stock still. They're not moving. And I'd look around, and I'd just go, bellies! Like that, okay? I'd yell, bellies, okay? That was my command for everybody to hit the ground, all right? And so anyway, you'd see all those bodies, okay, like jump, and then they go down, okay? It was like, but the thing is, now they're full of adrenaline because I did that, and then I immediately jump them up. Now we get to work, and man, they are keyed in. Okay, just what I told you guys. Go try it on the little dudes. Okay, go try it on them.
For me, all of that, at the time, unorthodox approach to teaching, like when you just said, "Fuck it," I'm not teaching forms. Fuck it, I'm not wearing white gi. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. Fuck everyone else. Combined with Sifu just taking us to, giving us such a higher level of knowledge, something that we never got to experience in our traditional martial arts background. Yeah. It was a combination of that really had me put together Libre. If Paul hadn't ever said, fuck it, I'm going to do what I want. I don't care what people think. I'm going to trust my own judgment with this. I never, ever would have had the balls to do that. And so Paul was very much the grandfather of Libre. It was his approach that really, gave me the mindset to do that. And, what Sifu gave us, just teaching us to think creatively, to move in unorthodox ways, all that stuff. It was the combination of Paul and Sifu that really gave me the mindset I needed to move forward and start to put Libre together. And since I put it together, so many people have had their hands in it. But that was really the inspiration for all of it. It was to me, that was my golden age in martial arts. No matter how much Libre ever grows, the 90s, when there was something special about seeing the martial arts world sort of crumbling around as standards falling, people bullshitting, all the scams. But yet we were teaching something that was so simple and pure. And being taught by our instructor in a much different but equally as pure way. Like, we had something that really very few people at that point in history had, because martial arts had lost something between the 70s and the 90s. And somehow, in some abstract sense, we were able to recapture it for ourselves, at least. Yeah. For that period in the 90s.
But yeah, man. But I like to say, you guys, I'm so proud of Scott for, and I'm you don't know how proud I am, okay, especially what he just said about me, because I kind of touched everything off, but man, he took the ball and ran. And the thing is, I saw that video that he put together with all you guys out there in those chapters, man. I hope I live long enough to meet every one of you guys, man. I'm very proud of all of you. I mean, I'm so impressed with Scott's imagination that, especially like class right in the other room right there tonight. It's like, I just looked and said, God damn, man, what the fuck have you done? Okay, like, and just these accurate, just, Well, me, I like the violence, man. Okay, like I can't get enough of it. But I mean, it's just so well constructed, okay, and so well received with all of you guys out there. You know, guys just keep it up, man, and just we bullshitted, just kind of sharing what we went through. But dude, we honestly, he shared our injuries and everything like that. You better bet, man. We paid for our sins, but we do it again. I swear to God, man, because it was fun. So, been a long road, man.
Yeah, man. Long shit.
Yeah.
Good times.
Time to drink now.
Yeah, time to drink.
Okay,
all right, thank you very much, man.
That's my brother, man. Shit. We're twins. We look alike too. Shit.